on the team have never been a part of an SEC series loss. I'm curious what your message was after the game today.
Well, basically what I've told them all year long, that winning's really hard. And a lot of times in our league and in baseball in general, it's going to come down to one play, one pitch, one swing. And, today it was probably that, that it's hard. And when you have a chance to put somebody away, well, you got to do it. And, stuff like that mostly.
And you've talked about a lot in the past about guys kind of tell you who belongs in the lineup and you just put them there. Is that Gregory, his performance today, was that kind of him telling you like, hey, I belong in the lineup?
100%. He's in the lineup.
Christina.
I was also going to ask about Gregory, but more just kind of what you saw from him today and how well he did and what you make of kind of his ability in general to get on base.
I mean, he did everything he could to help us win. I loved it when he took a pitch, he got hit by a pitch, he took a big walk, obviously fought and finally dumped a double down the right field line on a full count, scored 3 runs. And then his last, the bat he hit the home run. I mean, he got ahead in the count as either 2-0 or 2-1. He got what he was looking for and he hit it 450 feet with that wind behind it. It would probably gone 420 without it. I mean, he did everything he could. And, we just needed one more guy to have a day, and we just needed another hit here or there.
And then what did you see out of Tigert and his innings in relief today?
Well, he got himself in a little bit of a pitch count jam. I think he started a couple 3 hitters and he went 3-0. I think he came back and got 1 or 2 of them. And, his pitch count got up a little bit, but he threw the ball pretty good. Then he started throwing his fastball for a strike and pitching them a little bbit backwards from what they were looking for because they were kind of sitting on the breaking ball. And I don't know. He competed hard and, he got sped up on the bunt. I didn't think it was that difficult a bunt. It was a bad bunt. We were looking for the bunt. Wallace was looking for the bunt. We had just said, hey, my bunt, be ready. Plus it's on the scouting report, but he just attacked that ball. And I don't think he knew he had as much time as he did. I mean, that was a little wild.
Andrew Ellis.
Hey, Coach, a lot happened in the game, obviously, but the 2 big swings were the 3-run home runs up into the wind. How frustrating was it that, you guys weren't able to really take advantage because you've had a lot of bad luck with the wind and you weren't able to really have that big swing that flipped the game in this?
Yeah, both of those balls that, the 2 3-run homers, they were both hit well, but they were balls that wouldn't have probably gone out. I would say for sure wouldn't have gone out. They were just hit high. They would have been, pretty fly balls, but we'd have caught them. And so that was disappointing that we didn't have that one big swing when we had some people on base where we got one up in the air to right center and watch it blow out of the park. And, that's the way the game works. You play outside and you got elements and sometimes you got to swing to it, play to it, whatever.
Also, I mean, I know this is probably a stupid question, but is there any part of you that's a little bit like relieved that the streak of winning all these SEC series in a row is over, that now you can just kind of go play baseball and try to get better and all that?
I'll be honest with you. I could care less about the streak. I don't think the players, we don't even talk about it. And I mean, it's the media, and that's probably about the only people that talk about it, in my opinion. We have never mentioned it one time. We just try to win the game that's in front of us. So I would rather win every series as long as I'm coaching here, honestly.
All right, Bob, close us out, please.
Dave, that being said, I mean, 13 straight SEC series, maybe could you put that in perspective? I mean, I know it was a disappointing loss today, but pretty incredible run you guys had.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to win a game sometimes on the road, and to win, I guess probably half of those are on the road. I would think. It's just we've had some good pitching. We've gotten timely hitting. We played well on the road the last couple of years, and then obviously played pretty well at home. But credit to the players, man. They want to win.
Well, what did you see from Wiggins today? I know he had some guys on base early and got out of it, and then, like you were saying, they got the balls up in the air. What do you think of Wiggins overall?
He just made a few mistakes. The home run, the first one to the lefty. I mean, the pitch was supposed to be in, and you watch the replay on the big board, and it was drifted right out over the middle of the plate. And think one of the home runs might have been on an 0-2 pitch. I can't remember exactly, but again, I think it was a breaking ball left up, and he just clubbed it, put some backspin on it. And so you take away a couple, 3 pitches, his outing was pretty good. Got himself into some jams. They got some hits, but, take away the 2 swings, he finds a way to get himself out, and hopefully have a better one next weekend.
And in Florida, they'd lost 6 in a row to you guys. They'd lost 6 in a row in the league. They're obviously a good program. Did you kind of get the feeling they kind of had their backs against the wall and, came out swinging these last couple of games?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we knew that coming down here, what we were running into, a team that was really needing some SEC wins and have a lot of talent on their team. And I'm sure there were a lot of talks and meetings going on over the last week or two. And, they went out and played a midweek game and just absolutely hammered somebody. And they were waiting on us. We got them on Thursday, and they didn't do a whole lot. And then obviously the last 2 days, they got their hits.
I know you probably haven't been thinking much about UAPB, but Albert said we should ask you about next week. Got 5 games in 5 days. Is that just the way the schedule falls? How do you handle that, especially with your pitching next week?
We got enough pitching. We got enough. And we won't use anybody that we're going to use on Thursday, either one of those games. If, maybe somebody that could pitch on Friday or a little on Saturday might go Tuesday. And we got a couple guys that you might need to throw an inning or 2 that can still come back on the weekend. We need to play good defense, and we need to score runs. And we need pitchers to throw the ball over the plate. I'm looking forward to those games. I want to see some guys pitch, and I'm going to play some guys that haven't played a lot. And, I'll rest a couple guys if I need to.
And you got a pretty mature team. Obviously, you got a mature coaching staff. 5 games in 5 days. Is that like you say, it sounds like you're looking forward to it? Or how do you feel about that? That's not something you see a lot in college ball, 5 games in 5 days.
Well, we could have moved one of those games. We could have moved that Wednesday game if we wanted. We could play 2 Tuesday if we really wanted to play all 5 games. But we'd rather play 1 a day. Baseball players like to play baseball and come out and play. It's either that or practice, so they'd rather play. And so let's play. That's the way we look at it.
BetOnline is your #1 source for all your betting needs, sports info, and odds. Find all the latest sports developments, including this week's odds for the Masters Championship and the start of Major League Baseball season. BetOnline is your continued source for all your sporting wagering needs, including live betting and your favorite Vegas casino and poker games. It's super easy to get started, so join today. Learn why everyone is saying BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to wager on popular sports and games. BetOnline, where the game starts.